Now let's continue with Mr. Ball's statement. When he's talking about Miss Pigolini's student, he says she looked so happy compared to the girl in red and the kid in yellow who was answering the history questions. So let's go to red. We know red is in fifth place, and it's a girl. So it can't be Doug, and it can't be Bambo. So we know it's Emelina. Unfortunately, she's the one that was crying in fifth place. And we can make sure that we know everything here. If we look down here, we know it's not Mr. Yee, Miss Pigolini, or Mr. Smeggy. So we want to make sure we get that here. So it's not Mr. Yee, Miss Pigolini, or Mr. Smeggy. We know it's not English or physics, so we're going to add that here, English or physics, but it's also not math, so let's add that this way. Oops. And then we can check here, and we know that's not math, English, or physics. And it's so we've got that. And then we also know she is, let's see, not Mr. Yee. Okay, and we got that already. Okay, so that's what we can tell from that one comment. And then we'll go on to the second part of that comment, that the kid in yellow was also not happy, and he was answering history questions. So here's yellow and history. So we go to history, and we go to yellow, and we know that's an O. So X for the rest of that row and column. And that tells us that blue has to be here, and we go through that. And then that tells green has to be here, and then red has to be here. So red is chemistry. So now we know that is true. So Emelina was taking chemistry. So we can put X's in the rest of that column and row. And Emelina was red. So we'll put an O there and X in the rest of that column and row. And then let's see here. We know she's chemistry, so we'll put an O here and X in the rest of that column and row.